And now it's time once again for Creepy Cheapies with Dr. Lady. I'm Bruce Hornsby and the Range, and tonight's affordably priced, cheap, inexpensive, affordable, and low-priced, high-quality mask is none other than this guy. It's Dr.Decker from Nightbreed. When did Nightbreed come out? 1990? That's going to be my guess. I'm going to say 1990, but if that's incorrect, we'll have a caption put on here to clarify. Anyway, whatever year the film came out, The Mask, which is what we're talking about this evening, came out in 2014, sculpted by a human called Russ Lukich and made available by the good folks? Well, the weird folks at Trick or Treat Studios. I'm going to take it off of the high quality plastic mannequin head here for you so you can get a good idea of just how nifty this mask is. Dr. Decker from Nightbreed was a deranged, crazy maniac serial killer, portrayed by none other than David Cronenberg, who is a legendary sci-fi / horror fantasy director in his own right, and also a very excellent actor, Mr. Cronenberg. I liked him very much as Dr. Decker in this movie. And by the way, for your best chance to see really prime Cronenberg in the acting department, I recommend a movie called Blood and Donuts. You may not have heard of that one. Look for a movie called Blood and Donuts. It's a vampire movie, and David Cronenberg appears in it as a crime lord, and he is just exceptional. But anyway, getting back to this great mask, as you can see, it's heavily textured thanks to the human called Russ Lukich, who sculpted it, or so they say. I guess he sculpted it. That's the story anyway. But look at this cool thing. Looks just like a sort of canvas sack over your head, and things that make it impressive, other than that I like the character. Other things that make it impressive are the fact that these tiny little black lines all over the place are actually painted in there, and pretty neatly too. You know, pretty very orderly, very meticulously done, painted with precision to give the effect of black thread holding the whole thing together. And then in the back, you've got actual, honest-to-goodness laces, like in the movie, not just sculpted to look like that, but it actually laces up in the back and has little round holes punched. Now, the little eyelets here aren't actually metal; those are just sculpted and then painted silver. Okay. But in person, they look very convincing, very realistic, very much like real little metal attachments on there. So you have the little metal eyelets painted on, and then you have real, honest-to-goodness lacing going through the mask, so you can have it tight or loose as you like in the back. Very impressive, I think. And the paint job, not only on the little black stitches, which I especially like, but the paint job on the whole thing. Pretty great for something in the $60 price range. Now, Dr. Decker here also has a sort of a textural paint job that looks sort of varied from here to there. There's some kind of brownish and pinkish and just different colors going on around it, sort of at random, to make it look kind of lived in, kind of worn out. Another impressive thing, the zipper on his mouth is an honest-to-goodness zipper. That too, like the laces in the back, actual zipper glued in there, so you have this little zipper pull key hanging, little zipper pull thing hangs from the mouth, and really sells the effect of it being, you know, something made of canvas or fabric or burlap or whatever. Yeah, it could be burlap, but I don't think so. I think more of a type of canvas is what they're going for. But anyway, the zipper is very convincing and really adds a dimension of believability to it. And the eyes, which look like two buttons. Now, one of the names for this guy back in the day was Button Face. That was kind of, you know, one of his nickname as a killer, like Leatherface or something. People referred to him as Button Face. But the buttons each have 4 tiny little holes. You know those little holes in a button that the thread goes through when the button is sewed to the article of clothing of your choice, which has a button in it? Yeah, those little holes are actually drilled out of the that's the manner in which it is done. The X's are painted on there in such a way that not only looks like it would be thread holding the button on, with the gaps between the threads being where you see out of, it also has that cool X on the eye business, which in the world of cartoons and comic books and so forth indicates death. So it's a nice, creepy, spooky thing. It's sculpted so cool that you can even see that the fabric is a bit pulled and buckled and wrinkled. You know, it's sort of pinched and gathered where the buttons are put in. So very impressive thing for 60 bucks. I always like this character. He's scary and funny at the same time. And I think this belongs in every slasher movie mask collection, you know, with your mask of Michael and Jason and all those guys. Dr. Decker, right there. Dr. Decker. Or you could get 2 of them and be double-decker. 3 of them and be a triple-decker.